Hi, it's Jenny from openmindtherapy.co.uk, and I'm sharing a few more hints and tips on how to heal from ME chronic fatigue. And one of the things I get constantly, and I'm reading a few notes here just to remind me, is this idea I don't really know who I am. I don't know myself. And over the years, and it's been 25 years, I've realized the reason people don't know themselves is because they're so externally referenced. They only do or get the validation that they need by keeping other people happy. So there's this kind of, I've got to be perfect. I've got to earn my love. It's out there somewhere. And it's only when I'm perfect will I be able to earn the love and respect that I need to continue. However, as you know from all spiritual paths, that makes you a human doing and not a human being. And that's why you don't know yourself, because you've never had to stop and really think, what do I do for me first? How do I treat myself first? Never mind anybody else. They will get swept up in the results of you treating yourself better. But when you put them ahead of you, it is like putting the cart before the horse. So you have become highly fashioned. Your personality has become very fashioned by how you behave in your larger environment. And knowing yourself feels like it's a bit of a panic. I don't really know. If I turn away, I might be worth nothing. I might just go up in a puff of smoke and I will be worth nothing. I can't dare look at myself and say, actually, you're all right just as you are, because that comes from other people. And then what happens then, of course, is because it is so dependent on other people, they appear to be in control. They appear to be dictating your life, and you're not good enough because you're always on call, so to speak. So then, of course, you're out of control and it feels like you're in a cycle of judgment and condemnation, not only imagined by what other people might be thinking or feeling about you, but also of yourself. Because if you're not performing, then you're not earning the love that you thought you needed. And of course, that gets caught up in a big cycle. You know, the more I think it's other people that I need to please, not myself, the more I need to please other people. It becomes a self-perpetuating loop. So just think for a moment, is there anyone else in your life who you would treat the way that you treat yourself? The endless judgment, condemnation, striving for perfection. Would you lay that on somebody else? Usually not. Usually not, which is probably why, in some ways it's so difficult for you to make demands on anyone, because you don't want to load them with the kind of guilt or responsibility that you feel. So how do we remember who we are? How do we get there? This is the thing. Remembering who you are when you've spent a lifetime, you may not have had symptoms forever, but they've come on late in life, and you've spent a lifetime trying to get it right for other people instead of getting it right for you. Who are you? So one of the first steps down from that is to find a little bit of humanity, a little bit of sympathy for what you've put yourself through. Because don't forget, you are only treating yourself the way others have treated you. And the reason you're treating yourself that way is because you think that if I treat other people with this level of perfectionism and my behavior is irreproachable, then I'm never going to make anybody else feel the way that I was made to feel. So that's the kind of trap that you get stuck in. But one of the ways out is to find some love and sympathy for you. You have soldiered on. You are the people that have striven or strived, whatever the word is, forever for other people. You are the ones that want to get it right, who don't want to cause any harm, who don't want to cause any bad feelings from anyone, because you knew how it once felt for you. So I want you just to stop for a minute and find a little bit of compassion and sympathy for that kid inside of you that you have slave driven to keep up the standards that you know or once used to know were necessary for your safety and survival. Now they're not. Now they're not. It's just you're left with a program that needs deprogramming. So I want you to really consider that, you know, you need to be kind. We need to find some love for you and compassion. That doesn't mean that, you know, your whole life is about, oh, poor me, poor me. No, no, okay? There is a moment where mind and body, brain and heart need to get to know each other and come together. And there will be a time of deep forgiveness and deep sadness as you start to see each other again, as though you are long lost friends. It's in particular the heart. If you've not really paid attention to your heart for the longest time, there is a lot of sadness in there. And this reacquainting, or even acquainting for the first time, you and your heart, can be a journey of deep forgiveness and deep self-love and deep realization. But as that evolves and turns into usefulness, there becomes a wholeness that operates between your mind and your body. And you start to operate as one, which means that your head is not in charge in the way it used to be. It's a very useful tool, and it does step in and it does mediate between you, your heart, and the world, but it's not the main player. Yeah. The main player is you, your heart, your body. So yes, allow yourself to go through a period of reacquaintance, of sadness, of forgiveness, of love for yourself. This eases so much pressure on the nervous system. It just allows you to let go of the tension that you hold in your body. With that will come genuine fatigue, not this wired, really challenging, endless fatigue, but the kind of fatigue that says, oh, thanks, I need to sleep now. So I want to leave that there. Who are you and how do you get to know yourself? This is the question.